Hello and welcome. Here we are. Well, we're not here yet, but I was going to say we're almost at the end of school. We are kind of almost at the end of school. So this is the start of week 12. Week 12. Yes. So we're moving into week 12. I cannot believe week 12. That's so many weeks. Okay. So this will be a very short video. I'm going to start with a special announcement. And then I'm going to go through week 11, how that went. And week 12, we'll talk about the plan for this week. Then I'll mention Google Meet for those of you excited about Google Meets. And that'll be it. Okay, so special announcement, special announcement, special announcement. If you've watched these videos, you probably already know what the special announcement is. But this announcement is for those students that have a Davies owned instrument at their house, or you have a choir folder at your house, or you left your instrument in the band room. All of you have the option of coming to Davies on Tuesday or Thursday this week to see Mr. Siegel and I to return your instrument or pick up your instrument, okay? So I know a lot of you are going to Davies for locker clean out, and that's going to be around the back of the school. We are in a different location. We're in the front of the building, okay? So we're going to ask all parents who or guardians or whoever's coming to drop off these instruments, choir folders, or picking up something to come in the parent lot, the parent pickup lot, and then you'll come in well, you won't come in. You'll come right to the front of the building. Mr. Siegel and I will be outside, okay? So, and just so you know, I brought some props today. We will be prepared. Okay, we will be keeping social distancing. So make sure you are socially distant and we'll make that happen, okay? The big thing about returning the instruments, I just want to make sure the mouthpiece is in there and any other components that need to be in there are there, okay? Here are some people we do not want to see, okay? If you're just coming by to say hello to Mr. Siegel and I, don't come for that reason, okay? You need to have a reason for coming there, okay? If you are just a super fan of my YouTube channel and you love the bingo videos and have always wanted to meet me, do not come to the front of the building, okay? So, I mentioned Tuesday and Thursday this week. Let's go over the dates and times. Tuesday, June 9th, okay, we're going to be doing the afternoon 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And then Thursday, June 11th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., okay? Hopefully, that doesn't screw you too much up with trying to get the locker contents and coming to see us. I'm sorry if they're different days and different times. All right, we were operating under a different set of rules here, but we're going to do our best. If there's an issue with you cannot be there either of those times for that reason, please email us, or if you're just dropping off your choir folder, and you can't be there that time, please drop your choir folder off when you go get your locker contents, okay? Even though we'd like to check the music, we still want to get the choir folder no matter what, okay? The instruments, I do want to see the instruments that day, okay? All right, so that is the end of special announcement. Just remember these dates and times. Thank you for those of you who've been doing scheduling, 6th and 7th grade band and choir members who have been scheduling for, hopefully, band and choir class. But if you're taking another related arts class, thank you for getting your schedule in. I'm sure there's some of you watching this video out there who have not done scheduling. So please let us know if you want to continue in band or choir and you have not picked a class yet, okay? All right, so let's do a review of week 11. Week 11 was a pretty fun week. Okay, Mr. Siegel did a lot of the brunt work for the beginning of the week. He came up with these cool inspirational videos, and then he had some forms he had to fill out with it or a doc. And really, really interesting. Lots of cool stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed those. And Friday was the final bingo. All right. So if you have not watched Bingo Part 5, please go back. Look at my YouTube channel. It's the video before this one. The final bingo. And if you're wondering what music I'm playing, I am playing some music from the final countdown. Okay. When Mr. Siegel and I were talking about final bingo a couple weeks ago on a Google Meet, some students might remember this. He was like, the final bingo. So he was excited about that. And so I said, let me throw some of that music in there. If you didn't know the other music, it was from the Batman show from the 60s and Saber Dance. All right. And I actually have been posting the bingo cahoots the last couple weeks in the 5th grade band class also. And some of those kids took it, so they had some questions in there for themselves, okay? But in the bingo video, Friday was a 3-part assignment. You had to watch the bingo video, do the Kahoot, and then fill out the form. I did have a space for questions in there. Any questions about school? I thought I'd answer those questions right now, okay? What time do I bring my instrument back and what date? Well, that has already been answered, so great. It's not really a question, but can you say goodbye to Big Mama, Good Vibes, and the rest of the mallet instruments? I will. Thank you. I don't have questions. Just want to thank you guys for putting so much effort in the videos. You are welcome. Thank you for that nice compliment. You guys are so awesome. You are awesome for saying that. All right. No, have a great weekend. I don't have questions. What is your favorite instrument you are really good at? I have to say, when I'm teaching a specific lesson, I like that instrument in that lesson. Like if I'm teaching a flute lesson, I like playing flute. If I'm teaching a low brass lesson, I like any low brass instrument, trombone, baritone, tuba. Typically don't play tuba in school because it's a lot to bring to school, but all right. I don't have any questions. I don't have any. Will we use the songs that were going to be for the spring concert? I feel like this question has been addressed multiple times, and we've done a few surveys on this. So if you're wondering if we're going to use any of our spring concert songs over again, we do plan to use some of them, okay? A number of weeks ago, you guys took a survey, and we asked, what if you had to pick the top song you'd want to do again, and the second top song, and the third top song. So we have all those results. We've gone over them, and we've decided what we're going to do for next spring. But you have to go back to school and figure out what that will be. All right, so now's the time we've been waiting for, the Week 12 plan. And the Week 12 plan is to be determined. I don't actually know exactly what's going on this week. I have a plan. I have somewhat of a plan to do simple things. Okay, I don't want to make this too taxing for you. I know we're in June. We're not even starting June. We're actually going to the second week of June. So I do want you to check in every day, and I would like you to complete the assignment I put up there, or Mr. Siegel puts up there. It's not going to be too tough. And I can tell you this Friday there will be a survey. Okay, so not just TBD, but Friday there will be a survey, and it will kind of be recapping the whole year. And this time we were doing, distance learning. Just to kind of I know I've asked some of these questions before in the surveys, but this will be an end of the year survey. 8th graders, there will be a section on there for you to tell us where you're going to high school and what you plan to study, if you already know what you want to do when you grow up, that kind of thing, okay? So that is the short part of Week 12. All right, and the final topic for today's video is Google Meet, all right? So if you're in the band or choir, all of you have been invited to at least one Google Meet at this point. Now, if you're saying, oh, I didn't do any Google Meets, well, that's because you didn't choose to do the Google Meet. You have to check into the classroom every day because different days we post like what we're going to do. And all right, so 6th and 7th grade band did a Google Meet this past week. All the choir did a Google Meet the week before. 8th grade, I've been working on this awesome graduation project. The choir graduation video I finished today and sent it over to Mr. Miley. And I'm finishing the band one up in the next couple days. Both of those groups of students, 8th grade band and choir, who were part of the graduation project, got to do a special Google Meet where you got to see a little bit of what I'm working on. I'm not guaranteeing any Google Meets this week because Mr. Siegel and I will be at school 2 days, and I have some meetings online for school and whatnot. But I can guarantee every student will be invited to at least one Google Meet before the end of the year, okay? Band and choir, okay? I don't know when they'll be, but you will be invited, okay? So that about wraps up I wrote down week 11, but that about wraps up week 12 video, okay? I hope you guys are all staying safe. Mr. Siegel and I miss all of you, okay? And I miss this part of the year because this is the part of the year where I let students try other instruments and stuff. And, for our 8th graders leaving, we have Barry sax leaving, bass clarinet leaving, tuba player leaving. Usually at this point, I'd be trying students out on those instruments to make sure we have them playing for next year. So if you are interested in any of those instruments, I will be asking that on the survey. So please be checking that, okay? And we just... that's about it. So thank you for watching and have a great week.